So what is ISO, or is it ISO? In this video, we're going to be explaining what ISO is, how to control it, and does it even matter for landscape photography? All that coming up. Hey, what's up guys? My name's David Johnston. On this channel, we talk about how to improve your landscape photography. So if you're into that, hit the subscribe button right now. Let's jump into the video. What is ISO? ISO is basically one of the controls that you have on your camera to adjust how much light is impacting the sensor in your camera. If you think about the camera, your lens is kind of like a window into your camera. All that light is coming into the window. Now you have your shutter speed, you have your aperture, those balance that light too, but the ISO basically controls how sensitive your sensor is to the light entering your camera. A higher ISO is going to make your sensor more sensitive to that light, thus brighter photos, and a lower ISO is going to make your sensor less sensitive to that light, i.e. darker photos. So your ISO is basically the bouncer of your three settings, the exposure triangle. What do I mean by that? Well, you have your shutter speed that you want to dial in, you have your aperture that you want to dial in. Your ISO basically balances those out and gets you the exact light that you want to get. So the ISO can be think about as this balancer, the keeper of peace in your settings when you're thinking about photography. Now, if you're getting a lot of value out of this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up to like this video, and comment on if you're using the ISO manually or if you're setting it on auto. I'd love to hear the results on that. So does ISO even matter for landscape photography? Let's think about that for a second. It used to be, yes, it was very important. But now, as we get better technology in our cameras and better camera sensors, it matters less and less. Better sensors mean better results in terms of image noise. Higher ISOs create more image noise, or kind of this fuzziness that occurs in very dark shadows of your photos. And as camera technology gets better, that image noise detection gets better and you get less of that noise coming in. So when it comes to like night photography, you have very dark photos, you can bump your ISO way up and you still get great results with the newer cameras. Now let's say you're shooting with an older camera or it doesn't perform well in low light. You can always take multiple photos and stack those together in post-processing to reduce that image noise. Or you can take one shot and use Lightroom to reduce the image noise that you have in your photos. So it doesn't even matter. In my opinion, no, not really. I mean, I keep my ISO between like 100 and 800, maybe even sometimes in low light all the way up to 1600 or higher. And I still get pretty good results. I'm not too worried about image noise. All I'm worried about is getting the light right in the scene when I'm taking it with my camera. So even if you're using something like auto ISO, you're still going to get really great photo results and your camera's just going to balance that light out. If you want more landscape photography tips, go ahead and hit this playlist right here, or here's a video that I think you're really going to like too.